see Test to Testimony, an adaptation of God's Trombones at the Jubilee Theatre in Fort Worth, right now. Both Wambui Richardson and Steven A. Taylor are here to share so much more about their latest production. Good morning to you both.
Good morning. Good morning.
I got so excited I couldn't even get Fort Worth out. Let's talk about it. What is Test to Testimony about, and how did you bring James Weldon Johnson's God's Trombone sermons to life?
I love it. It is a brand new gospel musical featuring the sermons of James Weldon Johnson. It is, how do we take the sermons of that day and apply them to today? One of the things we keep telling everyone is that a sermon isn't just a story, it's a call to action. So how do we use each one of those 7 sermons as a call to action to change the lives of every character in the show?
Oh my goodness, you know what? I like this because we can take those lessons and maybe apply them to ourselves in real life as well. Yes. Tell me, how did you go about keeping this fresh while also still honoring those gospel roots?
Well, you know, gospel real clearly is good news. And so we had to keep the main thing, but at the same time giving harmonies, spiritual awareness to the message, because the message always is in the music.
Yes, yes. Well, you know what? Like you said, the word is there, the good word is there, and you describe this piece as uplifting and soulful. And so how did you guys work together to make sure that that still came through in the production?
I would say a big part of it is reading the script, but this is also a show that was built in real time. Building a brand new musical can easily take, what, 12 to 24 months?
Oh, yeah.
And in our insanity, we did this in 30 rehearsals.
Oh, my gosh.
So you know, spearheading from the story writing perspective, and Brother Steven spearheading and taking over from the perspective of storytelling through music and the sound, and building the show around the actors that we cast.
Yes, my goodness. Well, it sounds like you guys are pretty much holding the bulk of the weight, though, on your shoulders to make this happen. Gospel music, like you said, it's storytelling. It, at its core, full of testimony and emotional, personal journeys, that good word, like you said. So how did you shape the music to fit each character so people really understand the message that's being driven home?
I think that my brother, Wambui, did a great job of creating these characters. I had before, because I was in the auditions, so I kind of knew what I was working with. I knew what I wanted to create based on the story. I'm one who likes to hear melodies that you have not heard before, but at the same time taking the roots from the gospel back in the day, so that it would be familiar to people who are churched, but also creating a atmosphere that would be something that would draw in people that are not used to church and say, hey, I don't know what this is, but I like the way it feels. I like the way it sounds.
It almost turns it into a safe space where you're almost bringing people to the word who, like you said, maybe haven't had a journey with it just yet, but maybe this opens the door for the first time, which is so exciting. So tell me what it was like behind the scenes with the cast, everyone coming in. We have such great talent here in the North Texas area. Any cool moments or chemistry bonding that went on behind the scenes? Not y'all looking at each other.
I would say this was a great opportunity to build the show around the great talent that's right here in the DFW area. And one of the primary things that we wanted to say was, yes, this is a gospel show, but we want this to be a show for somebody who's saved and not saved, somebody who's just walking in off the street. What does it look like to walk into this space and just experience a great musical that just happens to, in a beautiful way, celebrate God? You know, so that regardless of what your relationship with God is, there's something in the show for you. And every artist came into the show from the same perspective. And I think that's what made it easier for us. We all had a common goal of story first, and then God is in that story. And if we're delivering the story, then God will also be delivered as well.
Those who are ready to accept it will be able to receive it. But I'm sure y'all took it to church a couple of times in rehearsals. I know that.
Oh, absolutely. I think one of the greatest things was in rehearsal when teaching a song, and it went from the song on the paper to the song in the Spirit of the Lord in the room. There's one of the songs that I wrote is the Spirit of the Lord is in this place, is moving in this place. And when I tell you that there have been rehearsals that we had that
just stopped everything.
Wow. An experience, a
Oh,
true
oh
experience
my
for you
goodness.
guys beyond the experience that you're creating for everyone else.
Yes.
My goodness. All right, give me the who, what, when, where, why. We want to be there. How do we get there?
Jubilee Theatre, 506 Main Street, and right there in the heart of Sundance Square. Opening night is April 3rd, and we close April 26th.
Very good.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come on out and see us.
Put it on your calendars, you guys. This is going to be a good one indeed. Thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you.